What's up, guys? Been a minute. We had a whole bunch of things happen. And yes, we will talk about gay workouts. Absolutely, because that was funny. And I can't stress enough how funny the Hiller Instagram was that got put up. It was so funny. But we got a new puppy in the house. So 6-month-old puppy. She's gorgeous. She's awesome. She's super fun. So we've been doing that all week. It's been cool. And Halloween, which Jake and Jan had to remind me that we were doing that because I forgot. Yes, that is Mila. Mila.
You guys will all see her. We're going to officially post her because the adoption papers will be finalized tomorrow. So she will officially be ours. And we love her. She's great. And
yeah, it's cool.
She's awesome.
Very, very cool. And she's attached to our kid, which is very nice. And he's attached to her. So that's also very nice.
And Charlie Brown is fine.
Yep.
In case anybody's concerned. He's definitely an old man and likes his shit. But really nothing has changed too much. He gets to roam between both sides of the house. No problem. He gets to have his own time. You know, him and I still go for long walks, just the two of us. Like he still has his time. It's just, it's like having another baby in the house. And so he's like, hey, can I go and have my quiet time? And he gets to do that. So he's doing just fine. Everybody's good. So
we had a whole workup because we were getting ready for, we're getting ready for election season, right? That's coming up shortly. So we had a whole thing for that. And then, and then the Hiller post popped up. I'm dying.
Oh, God.
So
I at first didn't think it was real. It was one of those things that it was like, where did you find it? Who sent it to you? It can't be real. It can't be real. Nope. It's real. It's definitely real.
I didn't believe you when you told me. I was like, wait, what? There's lesbian workouts. There's masculine workouts. There's feminine workouts. Apparently there's a bunch of fun stuff. So this one is Hiller's. And I know he goes into like Chat GPT or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not going to pretend I know what that is because Hiller's brain works better than mine, but it was really funny because it at least it took us to find her page, and her page is amazing. Like her page is epic, but this is what we found initially.
And you're struggling with knowing what exact calories you should be eating to lose weight, I want you to watch till the end of this video.
Yeah, so then it goes into Chat GPT, but then if you if you get out of that and then go into her, she has a couple of videos, and one of the videos is it's like if you're mask, like workouts for if you're mask, workouts for if you're femme.
Well, honey, you probably have to explain what mask is and what femme is for the people in the back.
I don't. Lesbians who are butch and lesbians who are not butch. That's it. There's no difference, but okay, if anybody needs to know, there's no difference between lesbians working out and straight women working out. None, zero. Like we all do the same thing, but this, she's so fun. All right, hold on. Because all right, here. I'm just going to put up her whole Instagram. If I get shit on, it's fine. I don't care. Because this is too cool. All right, so how to rock a mask physique. This is probably my favorite one. But then there's another one. It's like free mask builder guide. So neither one of us have seen this.
No.
So how to have a masculine body. This is so dumb because fine. All right, let's do it.
Start expressing more mask as a lesbian, I'm going to show you exactly how you can build your physique to represent that. Number one thing we need to focus on is getting you strong in your upper body by doing movements like these and these
So
and
shoulder
these.
press.
And if you're struggling with building that strong mask physique, just DM me saying mask and I'll send you out a free program you can try. If you
So what she wants to do is, if you want a mask physique, you have to build your shoulders and lats. The fun part of this for me is I like, I'm not mask because I built it. That's just what my body is. And she's saying like you have to figure it out and be like happy in your own body. And yeah, you do. But her thing is you have to like lift weights, build nutrition, do all these things. It's like, no, it's not. Like it really isn't.
Or lift weights to get strong. That is how you get strong, is by lifting weights. It doesn't matter what your sexual orientation is. Like, if you want to get strong, you have to lift weights. That's how you.
But she has this whole program, and I'll pull it up too, but she has this whole program of, hey, there's a workout for femmes. So if you don't want to be bulky, you can do the femme workout. If you want to be bulky, then you can do the mask workout. And Jonathan, like, yeah, okay, I hate the word mask. Sure. I don't know if you can get it. Yeah, yeah, sure, fine, whatever. We're all built differently. Whatever.
Well,
But what she's talking about is masculine females. I didn't have to eat a lot to get this body this big. This is just my body. Anybody who's met me knows that this is just my body. I'm not throwing up, 285-pound squat cleans.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not.
Mhm.
This is just the body that I was born with. I'm just big. There's no
genetics, baby.
There's no
genetics, and a lot of people are talking about that now, where it's not just your fitness and your nutrition. It is also the genetics that you have too. There are just people that have really good genetics in certain areas, that still do the work, that still pay attention to their nutrition, dial in their nutrition and strength train. But this whole idea, and I rolled my eyes or whatever, because, and I haven't seen the femme one. I saw the mask one.
I'll pull up the femme one.
But yeah, pull up the femme one first so I can see it first before I say anything.
No, go ahead. Say it first. It's fine.
No, like, it's frustrating because this whole idea that women don't want to lift weights because the narrative is you're going to get too bulky has, like, people have been working for so long to get rid of that narrative, and you still have people out there that are terrifying women to just lift weights. I'm not saying that you have to go out and lift a bunch of weights. You know what I mean? You don't have to lift super, super heavy, but lift weights. And you're scaring these women to not want to lift any weights because they don't want to get bulky. You're not going to get bulky. We talk about this all the time. You hear from people that, in the CrossFit space, in the bodybuilding space, in all of these, like, you have to eat a lot to look certain ways. You also, like, kind of pointed out, a lot of them use steroids. That's not natural. They get that big because they use steroids. So anytime that I hear this whole reoccurring narrative that they're trying to bring back of, like, if women lift weights, I'm going to get bulky. I still hear that from people that come into the gym. Oh, I want to lift heavy, or I want to get strong, but I don't want to get bulky. And I'm like, you're not going to get bulky.
Yeah.
And they still don't want to lift weights. They don't want to go higher than 10 pounds. And I'm like,
the genetics is real. Like
Yeah.
it just is.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? It's kind of just how you come out. But yeah, you can do steroids. There's I got drug tested a ton in the military because I feel like I was always in the random drug testing in the military just because of my size. And to make sure that I don't know. They don't eat enough to get bulky Jonathan Ortega. Yeah. Yeah,
Exactly.
there's absolutely no way. But to say that there's a freaking workout program for lesbians to shape your it kind of hurts me because you have to go through so much to be happy with who you are, especially in the gay lesbian community. To say that you can get there by eating healthy, fine, maybe you can get there by eating, but to say that you can get your body there, and I don't know. So here's
But it's I also feel like that what she's trying to sell is like
she can fix it because that's
no, that like only lesbians can do this workout to get strong. Only lesbians can do this movement to feel comfortable in their skin. So what like you're selling a narrative that's not true. Like
or maybe I'm pissed just to say that you can only get right with yourself by doing her workouts. You know what I'm saying? Like you can only figure out who you are. You can only get right with who you are by what does she say? She's a lesbian guru.
she's the number one in her bio. It says she is the number one gay women fitness
Yeah.
specialist. That's a lot of words. That's a lot of words. And that's the thing. It like, yeah, and I get that. So like both Vindicate
Pandering to an audience, yeah.
and then Jonathan Ortega.
She's just selling a niche audience. Yeah, so but it's not a niche audience because a lot of the LGBTQ community is gonna eat this up. Pause. But like they're gonna be like, yes, this is for lesbians, the same way that like Sporty Beth or whoever, whatever, get their niche audiences is gonna be the same thing. And it's so fucking dumb.
I also feel like that I can understand the narrative of trying to build a community that women can attach themselves to. We've talked about it before. Not everybody is, not everybody has support when they come out. They don't have their own community where they are. So I understand trying to find other people to be there and support. I get that. I can understand that. But to sell a narrative, like one of them too was like, I'm going to give you 3 things to or these are the 3 ways that you can look the most mask in your body without clothes. And it was like, get strong, dial in your nutrition, and then all of these words that was pretty much like, and just be happy with yourself. Like, wait, what?
Well, all right, hold on. I'm gonna go. Bernie Gannon, the lady is looking for a niche, controlling the language and manipulating psychology, making money from it. Yeah, sure.
Mhm.
And the other thing is like by telling masked women to go ahead and get strong, that's all you need to look better in your body. You're telling women to go down to a body fat percentage that they can't handle. That's not right for us. That's not that's not how we maintain a period. It's not how we maintain, it'll make you lose your breast tissue. It'll make you infertile.
Is that what she
No, but that's what I'm saying. If you tell a woman that she can go down to a certain size and have her body look masculine,
Mhm.
either you have to do it. There's 2 ways to do it. Either you're going to take whatever steroids you're going to take. You're going to take the test. You're going to get on the hormone blockers or whatever. Or you're going to not eat and exercise to a point where your body's in a complete deficit and it doesn't have the fat or the hormone function to produce breast tissue or any of that stuff, or your period or whatever. Like it's the same thing.
Mhm.
It's just not on like hormone blockers or whatever. It's what happens to girls when they do like excessive exercise.
Yeah. And like, isn't that like physique and stuff too? Like those?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean,
I just when I first saw it again, I was like, this can't be real. This can't be a thing. But it is a thing.
this is awesome. I'm gonna pull this up because this is the beginning of this is why weight loss is so hard for lesbians, not women, lesbians. Like, okay. What's happening right now?
Lesbians, there's one thing we all have in common. We just love eating out. We love to eat out for breakfast. We love to eat out for lunch.
Fair.
We just love to eat out all the time. And as a lesbian, you're probably wondering, how can I eat out more? And how can I work on my technique? I've actually got a free
So she's literally playing on the eat out part. Like that's the phrase that she's playing on. She's playing on we like to eat out. Yeah, girl, we do. We do. But
And last I checked, that's not a problem.
that's not calories in, calories out, girl. We're not eating
That's calories out,
at
baby.
restaurants.
That's
We're eating out at home.
That's
so
calories out, baby. That's I mean, if your technique is right, then
so she's playing on the stuff that we already, you know what I mean? Like it's the stuff that we already talk about.
but like if I came across that and saw that is funny.
It's hysterical.
That's funny. And that I can be like, girl, well played. Like absolutely 100%. That's great.
Yeah.
But the other stuff of like,
yeah, it's amazing. It's like
the other word.
That's our jokes. That's what we do. And yeah, like Kenneth, unless you want to start a fire, like, yeah, lesbians can start a brush fire. Absolutely. Like, let's go with all the jokes. Like, that's fine.
Important question.
Shit, me too. Am I a damn lesbian? Right. Like we can go down all the jokes. It's fun.
Jonathan, the kids are awake.
But what I think she's preying on is, and I feel that same way when it comes to the transgender conversation, is you're preying on people that want to be around like each other. I'm going to try to explain this the best way that I can. And the way that I can explain it is like when I was in sports and I was playing, I was around other girls, right? Like we experienced all the same things. We experienced our periods. We experienced not having tampons and having to go find them. I'm assuming men do the same thing when men are in sports. They're experiencing, I don't know, if they're having whatever men have when they're playing sports together. I don't know.
A cup. Who forgot their
who
cup?
Forgot the cup? Who's
go
got
find it. Yep.
hard on? Who's, I don't know. But I'm assuming men have the same thing, and that's their like the bond that you have when you play sports together with people that you know, it's the group that it's you experience the same things. Transgender people are the same thing. I don't even understand the argument, because why do you want to be in a space where those aren't the people that you're gonna, be able to have those conversations with, be able to, why do you, unless it's weird, why do you want to be in the same space as women? You don't know what that's like. Don't you want to be in the same space as other transgender people? Because you guys are experiencing the same thing. You guys have the same experiences growing up. You guys have the same conversations growing up. You guys have figured shit out the same way that we figured out we were gay. That's why we come together as a group, is because we figured it out the same way. Like, I don't understand why this is such a, like, why as women we didn't come to where we are the same way that they did. It's not wrong or different, but we just didn't. So we don't understand it. So we have different feelings. Mm. No hard-ons. Just grab ass all the time. Yeah, why do you guys do that? What started that? What started you guys slapping ass on the field? Oh, Bernie getting a jock itch? Okay, fine. I wouldn't know anything about that. I get that. But you want people to be like, I don't know. And she's doing this, and I feel like she's just preying on the fact that like all lesbians are gonna just like go to it as fast as she can. I don't feel like there's no way in fucking hell that there's a difference between straight women and gay women working out. That there's a different calorie intake, that there's a different,
No. And I really think that it is just building a community and having a space for lesbians to all. I think she's very much focusing on one group of people, but to say that, but I mean also too, like when you use words that are going to grab people's attention as a lesbian, there's lesbians out there that the minute someone's like, oh, this is for lesbians, we're gonna, like, they jump on it, you know what I mean, or want to support it or want to be a part of it.
inclusion by exclusion. My fear is that it's the same way to separate us into different groups as women. So then it would be okay for there to be, there's straight women working out, there's gay women working out, there's trans women working out, and we're all women working out. Like, to me, if you ask me what my fear is, there's a fear of that being normalized. And it's like, yeah, I don't think that I truly believe that trans women or trans people have a place. They
Mhm.
have their place.
Mhm.
And they should be able to do that and play sports and play whatever and do whatever, just not in women's spaces, not in men's spaces, in their spaces. And that's fine. But they're going to get mad at me for saying their spaces.
Yeah, because it's not inclusive. It's not everybody
But it
playing
is,
on the same playground.
because forever there's been a men's league and a women's league.
Mhm.
That wasn't like me saying men suck.
Mhm.
That's just me saying there's a men's league,
Mhm.
there's a women's league.
Yeah.
And if they want to make it, there can be a trans league. That's
Mhm.
fine.
Yeah, and I know that some people, have the argument of like, you've seen women play in men's sports before. Like, I'll give a perfect example. I went to high school and there was a girl in my school that played on the football team. She was allowed to play on the football team. She wanted to play on the football team. But the difference is that she understood the risks of playing on the football team with the boys. She understood that. She made the choice to do that because she wanted to play football. And the men knew that she was on the team. You know what I mean? And the other teams knew that she was on the team. And whether the boys chose to maybe not hit her as hard, but I mean, not from what I could tell, but maybe chose not to hit her as hard. You know what I mean? Like, that was their thing. You know what I mean? But they knew.
Yeah.
The difference is that you are allowing transgender women to compete in a sport without giving the women the choice on whether or not they want to compete in that sport or not. And then you start to say, I don't believe that my safety is protected. And then all of a sudden you are being criticized for that. Whereas for so long, the fight was to protect women to have their own space in sports for safety.
Sure.
For safety.
Yeah.
And the ability, I mean, I think there was a clip of like Serena Williams that was like, if I went up against a male tennis player, I would lose. No doubt.
Yeah.
And she's
against college players.
She's the best
female tennis player
best
to
there
ever live.
is.
Yeah, sure.
And
Yeah.
she even said, I don't want to play against, like, if she was forced to play in a men's league, she would not have the legacy that she has.
Yeah.
So this whole idea of saying, like, protecting women.
Go ahead, finish.
No, I'm just saying, like,
no,
that's the
absolutely.
whole,
Yeah.
that's the statement from everybody. We want to protect women.
Yeah.
You know?
Vindicate, do you think she believes what she's saying? I think she's just knowing how she can sell a product. Yeah, I do too.
Mm-hmm.
There's no fucking there's no fucking I here. Ready?
Yeah.
Let's go. There's no way that she's absolutely catering to whatever group that she wants to cater to, because exercises to look more mask. Come on, girl, get out of here. Like that's not what masks go through every day. It's uh, it's just not what we do. It's not a thing. I don't work out to look more mask. I work out to be healthy, to be, you know, I to work out for your sexual preference. That's just just add sexual preference to another thing going around right now. It just leave who you sleep with at home. Has nothing to do with why you work out, has nothing to do with kids in school, it has nothing to do with, like, just leave it at home. And I'm so tired of them doing this. But yeah, she's absolutely doing it for whatever clout she wants to get.
Question though. Question.
Sure, go ahead.
Mask and feminine. Masculine, sorry, Jonathan. Masculine and feminine. When you think of those words, what is the first thing that you think of? How someone looks. How someone looks.
Jonathan, is that a sexual preference or an aesthetic?
That's what I'm saying. Like masculine and feminine.
Yeah, but if you're a girl and you want to look masculine, 9 times out of 10, you want to sleep with women. It's
Yeah, but I'm talking about lesbians.
Yeah.
Like
if you're
like women that are already out, lesbians or whatever. So everybody knows their sexual preference. But when it comes to in our community, when it comes to feminine and masculine, the difference is the way that you look. So saying that it's not about the way that you look, or saying that it's the only thing, like I lift weights, you lift weights. We're both here to get strong. You know what I'm saying? Like
and then we both do the same thing, and you try to beat me, right? In how heavy you can lift. You always want to beat me in that.
I try, yeah.
You're not trying to look masculine. And when I lift heavy, I'm not trying to look masculine. I just do.
Well, because I was gonna say it also doesn't.
You look how you look, like, because you just do.
Yeah, that's a really good point too, because I can lift heavy weight. My body is still not going to look the way that your body is.
No, not ever.
My biceps, and I've tried.
I could stop lifting right now. I'd still be bigger than you.
Yes. My biceps will never be as big as yours, and I've tried. I have tried. But
send me the masculine movement list. I need help. Apparently deadlifts and, I don't know, shoulder presses.
Paper Street. Travis gets weaker the more he lifts.
Paper Street should make lesbian coffee. Yeah, do it, dude. Apparently it'll be masculine.
I don't know. I just
to me,
listen. I mean, I can appreciate and laugh at the eating out
Jeremy
one.
World, have you tried CA hormones? No, I don't need them. Dude, I would look like I'd look like fucking Lou Ferrigno if I took fucking steroids. That'd be bad. Okay.
But yeah. So that was funny, but like if it is coming from a place of like trying to continue to divide, like that makes me sad.
I don't think she's trying to come from a place of I don't know. I like to think the best of people, so I don't want to think that she's coming from a place of that. But to say that there's exercises for lesbians that come on now. Like
Yeah.
women are women. When they work out, they
Right.
work
And
out.
when you see that post that says that this is only an exercise for mask women, what you're saying is that women that are trying to be feminine
shouldn't do
deadlifts. I don't agree with that.
But then you're also saying that she's also saying that 95% of CrossFit women are mask looking and they're doing masculine exercises.
They're just fucking strong.
But she's going off of what your body looks like, right? That's aesthetic. That goes back to what Jonathan Ortega said. So aesthetic, or because you know what I mean? If you want I don't know what she means by feminine aesthetic, because if you want the feminine aesthetic, is that just Kim Kardashian?
Well, that is the new aesthetic. I was talking to one of my clients or whatever. She's an older woman, and she was explaining, back then the feminine woman.
Don't lose this, but Flickin' Bean would be amazing if that was a coffee name. I'd fucking die.
You better trademark that shit.
I'd buy it, and then I'd like flick a bean outside every day.
Every time you open it, just flick a bean out. Where we were talking about, when she was growing up, this was a while ago, aesthetic was that model look of no ass, no hips, no chest. That was feminine women at one point.
Yeah.
Then you go back even farther and you had the corsets, which made you have the hourglass figure, that hourglass form. So
yeah, where are we going? Are we going to find what a woman is again? Because apparently nobody can.
Or what is aesthetically pleasing now? Because it always changes, and it also depends on the person that you're with. You know what I mean?
I just think you can't make yourself masculine by doing exercise.
By doing a squat clean?
No. You're either masculine.
Oh shit, babe, be careful, because I did some squat cleans last week. I did a lot of them. So be careful. I guess I might start looking a little bit more masculine.
I'm about to not be attracted to you.
Yeah, sorry. So just get ready, because I'm going to continue to do some squat cleans and some deadlifts and all of that. So be careful. But again, last I checked, those
it's about personal preference, dude.
Those have actually made me more feminine.
Yeah, those hips though. But to kind of put us in this weird bubble, which is what they like to do right now, is strange, and it just juicy booty. She is.
Oh man.
But yeah.
Well, I'm gonna continue to lift. You're gonna continue to lift. Our body is going to continue to do the beauty that it does, and
this is gonna continue to be dumb, because there's just separating women working out is not. It's not a thing, and there's no difference. And if lesbians out there buy into, hey, I have a lesbian workout for you, Matt Souza butterfly pull-ups making more. Well, babe, you're about to buy Taylor's strict pull-up program.
Pull-up, guys.
So she's about to be more masculine. Get ready.
I'm going to get my first strict pull-up. I have never gotten one. I've gotten a chin-up before, like this way, but I've never gotten a strict pull-up this way.
She's ready. She wants it bad. So
I'm going to buy Taylor's program and get my first strict pull-up. So
fair.
I'm ready.
But yeah, I saw Hiller's thing. Oh wait, let's find out. Hold on, real. Hold on. I forgot. This is a lesbian ab workout. So if you're a lesbian, anybody who's not a lesbian, these are not abs for you.
And please tell me if you have done these.
And if you've done them, then apparently you're a lesbian. Yeah, for real.
I speak to a lot of you lesbians every single week, and a lot of you ask me, how can I get a flat stomach? So I'm going to show you. First thing, make sure you're actually in a calorie deficit. Secondly, I actually want you to train your abs. So do this.
Yes, I'm a lesbian.
Raise your hand. Put it in the comments.
Yes.
Lesbians?
I have to tell coach.
How many lesbians?
And if you want a free abs workout, just DM me saying abs and I'll send it straight over.
I have to tell my coach because that's the ab finisher that we do most weeks in my boxing class. That I have to tell him that he is teaching
Lesbian ab
abs
workouts?
workout.
Shit. I lost it.
A lesbian ab workout. Yep.
For sure. Yeah.
I gotta tell him. Yes, Jonathan Ortega.
Fuck, I've been a lesbian a couple of times.
Vindicate. I'm on my way to 5-star. Yes. Matt Souza.
Yes, buddy, let's go.
Yep.
For sure.
Jonathan Ortega.
This is I've
Oh, so you were surrounded by a lesbian today, kind of at the lap.
yeah, there you go. So now you know how to find us. If you want to find us, now you know how that works, and you can just pinpoint us wherever we are and just know it's fine. It doesn't matter what your body looks like. If you're doing those ab workouts, you're a lesbian now. Holy crap. What?
Now that we have figured that out.
Danny GM, lesbian ab workouts is my favorite search. There you go. Okay. But yeah, that was fun. When I saw that for Hiller, I was like, I can't. She should have demoed scissor kicks for fun. Well, she's pandering to the lesbians, so let's go. That's fire. Let's go. Oh my God.
Wait, maybe she has a subscribe option on her Instagram, so maybe you have to subscribe for that to see that.
Well, apparently all lesbians can DM her at any time because that's just on every literal.
Thank you, Hiller. Thank you for that laugh
today.
Yeah,
I appreciate you. I needed that. That was good. We were gonna go into politics. We can go into it a little bit. We saw the Ben Shapiro and Destiney on Jubilee, where Ben Shapiro went against 20 Democrats, and then Destiney, who's a high profile liberal, went against 20 Republicans. I gotta tell you though, the 20 Republicans, I was disappointed as shit when I watched that. I mean, Destiney is whatever to me.
Oh my God. I don't know how
he's actually moderate as fuck, dude. Like, he's so moderate, but
maybe
I don't know why.
Maybe that's okay. Fine. I believe you. But like, listening to him, I couldn't even understand anything that he was saying because he just kept interrupting and he just kept yelling at somebody.
Yeah.
And I was like, if you're trying to make, and I loved the guy that was in the American flag sweatshirt and the glasses. He kept saying, Steven, like, just wait. Like, let me finish my thought. Let me finish my thought.
You are. Yes.
You know what I mean? And so I tried to watch it. I watched a good part of it, but
he couldn't foster a good conversation, which was what was annoying to me. Like, I felt like Charlie Kirk tried really hard, but the group his panel that he had just wasn't. They were just there to make him look like shit and try to win. So I think Charlie Kirk tried to actually have open conversation, but his panel wouldn't let him. Shapiro did the best, but also I think his panel was the most like willing to have conversation, and Destiney did a shit job of it. He had one guy that was actually trying to have open conversation and kind of chilled him out a little bit, but it didn't work.
Well, I haven't seen Shapiro yet. That's my next one. I can only do political podcast one at a time because when they start yelling at each other, I'm not actually like, I can't hear anything. I'm not actually learning or getting any information or whatever. So
Bernie again, and Destiney said that he will relocate out of the country if Trump wins the election, but who would take him? Dude, it's so hard for me. Destiney, I've listened to on a bunch of different podcasts, and I do feel like he's moderate. He's pro gun. He's pro speech, the First Amendment. He's pro he's pro a lot of things. He just doesn't talk in a way that actually lets you understand what he's trying to say or get a point across. He just doesn't. He just yells at everybody who talks to him. They yell back at him. He doesn't foster good conversation. So, or at least like he wants to know what you think or what you feel. That didn't come across to me.
I continue to watch these conversations to continue to learn and understand, because if I'm going to actually listen, I like to listen to both sides, whereas before I only listened to one side. But it's so hard for me because if you get certain people together, they just yell at each other.
Yeah.
There's no logical conversation. There's no bouncing of ideas or possibly being able to just have a conversation, an adult conversation, because I'm going to call you a bunch of names. I'm going to yell at you. I'm going to interrupt you. I'm going to this. I'm going to that. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. And, to think that both sides haven't been fed information that was exacerbated or made to be something way bigger than it was, or only focusing, because they do that. It's tunnel vision. So if you only focus on one thing or you use certain punchlines, then of course that's going to get every single reaction that you're expecting, which is fear or, heartbroken. Like as a mother, like anything that has to do with kids, like heartbreaking.
And that's always what they
so
always
like,
throw that out for you to get.
Yeah. But
afraid.
if that
That's their
is
number
the
one thing.
storyline that's always being thrown, of course you're going to get these responses. But the problem is that there's not many people that can just sit down and have a conversation where we actually, and maybe, I don't know, maybe that's it. Does either side actually want you to know the real truth?
Here's the thing that I've thought about for a while is that I personally don't believe that people that disagree with you in politics want to cause you harm. I don't think that they want to hurt you or think that you're a bad person. I think people just disagree with you, but the way that they've made us be so fearful, we are just like, hey, if that person disagrees with me on something, they want the worst for me. And so we retaliate in kind. And it's just an ongoing battle of that. Whereas I feel like more people just don't understand where you're coming from. Most people are coming from life perspectives. Most people are coming from experiences that they've had personally. And if you don't even take the time to listen to them speak about where they're coming from, then you're just going to think that you immediately think, oh, hey, I'm pro-life. Oh, that means that you're against women's right and you hate women and you don't blah, blah, blah. Whereas where I'm coming from, hey, you want to put men and women's sports, then you think immediately like, I'm against trans everybody. I'm against the LGBTQ. I'm against like their entire life. No, bro, I'm not against your entire life.
No.
I'm just against men and women's sports. And if you actually listen to what I'm saying, I'm pro women. Like,
yeah,
I'm pro women's rights. I'm not anti women's rights. It's
but you can't say that. You can't,
or they won't take the time to listen to it. And that's the most, I think, frustrating part is because, and I saw this in the Shapiro interview. Even when Democrats agreed with Shapiro and Shapiro agreed with
you
them,
said this to me. Yep.
They lost their fucking minds and couldn't just be like, oh, you agree with me? And then start trying to find out how they agree or why they agree. It was just, no. Let me find something else as to why I don't agree with you.
So it's almost like they found a middle ground, but they couldn't admit that they found a middle ground because you can't, because a Democrat can't find a middle ground with a Republican, and a Republican.
Dude, the Democrats,
yeah.
and this is what they always stand on. The Democrats were like, yo, January 6th was the worst awful thing. It was terrible. It was horrible, blah, 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 whatever. Shapiro was like, I agree. It probably wasn't the best idea to go into the Capitol or go onto Capitol grounds.
Yeah.
I agree with that. And before he could give whatever was next, they just beat him down again. And it was like, you're not even going to let him speak when he just agreed with you.
Mm-hmm.
You're not even going to hear what's next after that.
Nope.
After he just agreed with you.
Yep.
No? Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
At all.
Mm-hmm.
And it's unbelievable to me. The only one that got me, oh, yeah, let me show this. This is the one where they're talking to Shapiro, and they say that what abortion is the same thing as C-section. This was amazing. I had to use this clip because I wasn't sure if I was allowed to use anything else. But yeah, C-sections are abortions too. And I literally was like,
the volume's not on.
Oh, thank you. Okay.
Find abortion really quickly.
Abortion would be the forcible termination of an unborn human life.
Yes, but like, why do you hold that definition? Like, would you not assume like something like a C-section would be considered an abortion?
No, because the baby is born alive.
I'm sorry. What?
What does the definition of abortion have to include the death of a fetus?
Because that's literally the definition of abortion.
It literally isn't, though. Where are you getting this definition from?
Where are you getting your definition from?
Let's go to do you like in like Mayo Clinic, like any fucking like hospital you've ever gone to before?
A C-section ends with the birth of the child.
Right, but
I know,
but abortion,
but
abortion generally. Yeah, I understand this.
I'm here. I'm talking to you.
I know, baby.
Thus I was not aborted.
I understand this, but like yes, but like no. Well, yes, but like no. But no, you could simply say that abortion is simply the ending of a pregnancy, right? So the ending of a pregnancy outside of the natural
you can't say that.
birth of a fetus. So I don't see why you would say that like it would have to end in the death of a fetus, which is why I'm pro-abortion all 9 months, right? Because say if a woman is not able to pass a fetus in the natural way.
You heard that. She just said she's pro-abortion all 9 months, right? Everybody heard that? That's what she said.
We could have these other abortion processes that would say like, okay, like she needs to.
And now everybody,
those flags go
they're
up.
all
Like,
voting her out. Like, motherfucker, like you
so
can't
if
say
you don't
that.
know, in these episodes, the other people that are sitting there, they all have flags. So when they want the person that's sitting across from Ben, they put their flags up and to vote them out. So
Yeah.
the minute she said that, all these flags are going up to get her out of that hot seat.
Like no.
Some type of induction that doesn't include the actual natural expulsion of a fetus, but it doesn't always end in the death of a fetus. So I don't see how you could say that Kamala Harris' stance is immoral. How do you define abortion really quickly?
So yeah, there you go.
Wait, what?
So anybody that thinks that there aren't people out there that don't support an abortion to some weird ass term, like they do. And yeah, that was the actual argument, and it was crazy. Yeah, Kenneth, I'm a C-section baby and I'm still here. Cause am I wrong? Like, did I hear it wrong? Like C-section ends in the birth of a child and abortion doesn't.
Yeah.
That's my complete understanding of it. So weird. Yeah. Burning in and bizarre rationalizations. Putting the words together to match an ideology doesn't change the natural truth. That's my whole thing about it. I simply can't come to a place where I don't understand why we can't disagree, and in that same disagreement be like, you can't make a blanket statement for everybody. You can't do that. You just can't be like, oh, there are parents who are awful to their LGBTQ kids, and there are parents that are awful. And so now we're just going to take the rights away from parents altogether. That's ridiculous. And I know this because I've argued this point before when I was super, super woke and super liberal. And I totally got that argument when they started throwing it out there was, oh, if this mother can't afford this baby, then she should be allowed to kill it. I think the baby would rather be alive. Like, pretty sure, whether like you're projecting something that might happen to this child onto it before it even happens. It's like the Minority Report. And I get it. I absolutely remember doing that. Like, let me save this kid from all the abuse that this kid is going to get. You don't know if that kid is going to have abuse. You don't know. You're killing it and rationalizing it, trying to be like, I'm saving it from this horrible, awful thing that could happen to it. But you don't know that that could happen. You don't know what's going to happen. There might be some awesome, person that adopts that baby. There might actually be a good CPS system somewhere there, like, or that kid might survive whatever happens to it and then be like, build himself or herself up to be the owner of some freaking multi-million-dollar company. You don't know. You can't say that before it's even born. I don't know. And I'm not opposed to, I'm never opposed to conversation.
No, and I think that is the bigger thing, is that anytime that you try to have a conversation with someone that disagrees with you, the minute that you start to say things like that, like looking into the future and giving a chance, and we don't know until we know, we don't know until something happens. Like, I can't predict. We always say all the time, like, all we can do for our son is teach him the best that we can and hope that he takes those tools that we teach him and they serve him well.
Yeah.
That's all we can do. At the end of the day, he will be making his own choices at some point, and we do the best that we can to teach him and to guide him and to give him these tools and explain to him boundaries and consequences and hard work and all of these things. But eventually he's going to be an adult that can make decisions for himself.
Yeah.
But you can't say things like that, because if you say something like, having a conversation with a young girl about maybe down the line wanting to have children before she chooses to transition, you get backlash like that. Like, how dare you ask her about something? And my response is, because this is a life-changing decision.
Yeah, you can't even have the conversation.
And I'm not sure when we weren't allowed to have conversations about life-changing decisions.
We had you can have the conversations about what's the best car to buy. You can have the conversations about what's the best, should you eat organic or not eat organic? And we don't get all, but we have conversations about truly hard shit. And people want to just be like, no, we shouldn't have these conversations. What do you mean? What do you mean we shouldn't have these conversations? Mm-hmm. This is the truly hard stuff that we have to talk about.
I'm all for,
I wonder if these people have ever had a hard conversation in their marriage. Like, have you ever, or have you always just been told yes your entire life? Because I don't know. Do you agree with your spouse on everything? Have you ever had to have a conversation where people were saying no back and forth, or I don't agree with this back and forth? It's just weird for me.
Yeah, and I don't know how you can. I'm not sure how you can say that we need to tell the truth and not include the whole truth. Like, if you want to start telling the truth about everything, fine. That this world is scary and there's really shitty people out there, and there's a lot of things that, sadly for some people, this world is scarier than it is beautiful. And that's just the way that it is. You know what I mean? And so if you want to tell the whole story, why is it such a taboo thing for us to want to have true, honest conversations about consequences and boundaries and future decisions and maybe one day? And You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't understand where we lost that and why we don't actually want to have that, but we want to have conversations about things that like I don't know.
Yeah, I get it. I understand.
It blows my mind.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I can only control myself. You are only in control of yourself.
But they don't want to do independence though. They don't want to do person by person, independent person by independent person.
Mhm.
They just want a blanket statement. Like, and that's the hard part. That's what we kind of fight back against so much all the time.
Yeah.
Is like, just because somebody does something horrible doesn't mean that we will. And us getting
And also to getting blamed for something that like
someone else does.
yeah, I'm also learning. I mean, and they teach you this in school. They only teach you about a couple people. You know what I mean? Hitler and whatever. There will always be people in power that do terrible things.
Yeah, that was a blanket statement one. Like that one's
yeah,
you can't fucking do that ever, anywhere, anytime.
right.
That's a blanket statement. Fine, I
Right.
get that. I completely understand that.
You know what I mean?
Like, yeah, sure.
And but my point being is that you want to yell at somebody that simply says, I don't believe that innocent people should be caught in the crossfires of people with a lot of power making personal decisions for what they want to do, whether it's power, greed, ego, territory, whatever you want to call it. But then you have people that are like, I think it's wrong that innocent people are in the crossfire. And then it's like, oh, blah, 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 like this one started and it's this fall. And how could you support that? And it's like, you can't say anything. You cannot say anything about anything.
I think it's just that people, like, when you try to ask questions and you try to understand things that you don't know the full story about, like you don't know the full history about, if you ask questions, even then you can't even ask questions.
I don't ask questions. There's a lot of stuff that I don't know.
That's sad though, because
I don't ask a lot of questions to a lot of people.
You would think people would want you to know. Like, I've been fortunate enough, like, that I've been able to ask a lot of questions to a lot of people and they've been receptive and answered a lot of questions that I probably sound stupid asking, and that's fine. But don't you think the people that are asking the questions, if they're not knowledgeable and you want them to be, or you want to impart, like, wouldn't you want to share that? Wouldn't you want to just be like,
you would think,
or are you just going to be like, oh, you're fucking dumb, I'm not talking to you, I'm not going to educate you at all, or I'm not going to at least have this conversation so you might learn something?
That's exactly how it goes.
Yeah.
And that's why I can only watch so many debates so many times at once, because that's literally what happens. So someone might come to the table with their own personal information that they've done their research on, and then somebody else comes to the table and they have a complete different type of, book of knowledge that they have done the research, and they're not the same. And they just spend the time calling each other, well, that's fucking stupid, that's wrong, that's fake news, that's this, that's that. And it's like, are we here to have a conversation? Are we here to hear the other person's side, or are we just here to yell at each other?
I really, honestly, I can say, and maybe I'll say that I'm wrong on this like 2 years from now or whatever, but I hope that I hope I always have conversations with people that know more than me. Like, I hope that I always have conversations with people that I can ask questions to on certain subjects. It's not know more than me, just like, but when I ask, I hope I always talk to people that know more about subjects than me so that I can always learn it, so that I can always hear it. And I hope that they're always willing to talk to me about it, because I want to know where you're coming from. And even if I talk to you for however long and I don't end up agreeing with you, I still want to know. Like, I still want to know. So I always hope that. But yeah, that was the Shapiro, the Jubilee thing. They've been doing a good job. I think they're getting a little backed up though, because they keep recycling the same panels. So I hope they kind of find a different panel.
Mhm.
And then saw Mrs. Harris, VP Harris on Club Shay. That was one of the most entertaining things I've seen in a minute.
I haven't seen it. I did not see
Dude,
it.
it was so funny. It wasn't. It was fun. It was a little bit funny for me. I'm not gonna lie.
Mhm.
But she did what she always does. She went on Club Shay. I thought it might end up being a bro sesh, the way that everybody else has kind of been going on bro sessions lately, and it's been cool. Bernie, I know you asked me about if I saw Vance on Trump
No,
or on Rogan.
Rogan.
I haven't seen that one yet. I'll add that to my queue. I've been catching up on a lot of stuff this week between new puppy and Halloween and religion talk.
And Kenneth, I will answer that question about
About
the
the
puppy,
baby,
about
yeah.
the puppy after once she finishes, right before we get off.
But I give Shannon credit because he actually did try to ask her policy questions. She, of course, her only responses were not about what her policy was going to be, but how bad Trump is at his policy. And so it made it kind of shitty. But I understand it's their fluff podcasts. I get that. Trump went on Flagrant. Flagrant didn't push back on Trump a lot. It was just a bro sesh. It was a good time. It was fun. I just wish when Harris would go on them, she would actually, like when she went on Call Her Daddy and she just went on Shay. Like I wish she just kind of would have shown herself a little bit, but I guess she did though. I guess she did. Like when Trump does it, he goes on and has a bro sesh and it's
Well, I think that's what I
it's
asked.
chill.
Like I think I asked you that.
Kamala does
before.
it and it's.
Would you rather have her and Trump go on their respectable like supporters? Like like Andrew Schultz is a little bit more right. He believes he's a little bit more conservative, whatever. Like him Trump going on his show and having a bro sesh. Do you like that more? Or would you rather have
I'd like to see both.
like
I really would, because when you see them just talking shit and having bro sesh, you get to see them being themselves.
yeah.
I was kind of at this point, I kind of already heard you talk about policy or I already knew Kamala is not going to talk about policy.
Mm-hmm.
I already knew she wasn't. I already knew she was going to bash Trump. I wanted to see if she would say something different, and she didn't.
Yeah.
So it's whatever. It's fine. She had a safe spot to just go hang out. She didn't. She used it to bash Trump. Fine, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I would have watched Vance on Theo Vaughn instead. Okay, I can do that. That's fine. I gotta catch up on a lot of stuff. So Vindicate, her best chance of showing herself would have been on Rogan, but everybody knows that how that would have gone.
Yep.
So not a chance. Yeah, she's not going on that. I think she went on Shay to have someone that was going to coddle her, and he kind of didn't, I think, in a way.
Oh, there you go.
And she just ended up showing like she's never gonna just be honest. She's always just gonna bash Trump and not talk about what she's good at. So whatever. Bernie, let's wrap this up. That was the end of it. Planned Parenthood devotes less than 1% of our taxpayer funded resource to adoption and has virtually no interest in offering or promoting that choice. Yeah. And then if
Kenneth, to answer your question about the puppy, back to the new dog for a second. Did she give you an ultimatum? My wife did that to me once, told me I had a choice. I had to choose a puppy or a baby. Did I give you an ultimatum, honey?
No. You sent me that face, and when I saw that face, I was like,
I will show you the initial face
Yeah,
that I sent.
I was like, okay, yeah, sure. I'm done now. That's fine. Vance on Theo was better than Vance on Rogan. Yeah, that's the girl. That's baby girl.
This was the face that I sent her. I also did it at the end of the night. We were just hanging, and I sent it to her, and I was like, hey, she's really cute. And then my wife said, where is she? And I said, Last Chance Rescue. And I will pull up their website because we love them so much and want to give them a little shout out. I was like, she's up for adoption. And she was like, get her. And I was like, wait, what? What? And so, yep. Let me see if I can find it. Okay. Just to give them a little shout out.
Harris gave Rogan conditions for an interview. Rogan rejected those conditions. Good for Rogan. Fuck that. She's an Australian cattle dog mix and blue healer.
So this is Last Chance Rescue. We know the owner, the founder, Whitney. She's awesome. So we want to just give them a shout out. They have dogs for adoption. They have dogs for dogs and cats for fostering. There are ways.
They're based in South Carolina. They rescue
this
a
one
lot-
right
yeah.
here. So this is the farm that they're all on down south. So this is where Mila was rescued from a kill shelter with some of her siblings. And then this is where they go first. So they go down to the farm in South Carolina. And then from there, they get to foster families. And then after the foster family is where they find their forever home, or they do like adoptions and stuff at like Petco and that kind of stuff. So but wanted to give them a shout out. So if you guys know anybody or anything that could foster, or you want to donate or rescue or
They're
whatever,
great.
go through them. Whitney's fantastic. She is the founder, and they're a really good. They spade, they take care of them, all their shots, all that type of stuff. So they're a really, really good rescue.
How is little G enjoying the puppy? They are actually attached at the hip. Like, it's like the most perfect thing. She's small enough that he kind of this morning got to feed her, walk her, take her out for her morning, everything before he went to school. So it's been really cool for the first couple days. Yeah.
We got her Wednesday morning, so she's pretty brand new, but everybody's adjusting really good. So she sleeps great through the night.
Has chick holes in your yard? No, but she tried to eat the carpet today, so that was fun. I was like, oh, you feel better now. You're relaxed in this house and you're doing puppy
remotes.
Yep, puppy
remotes,
things.
all the puppy things. Yep.
So
and she's got a bunch of toys, and she wanted the remote, so she sleeps through the night.
Isn't a blue healer what Taylor's psycho dog is? I think
so.
It? Maybe.
I think so, yeah.
I don't know. Our dog's not psycho though. She's awesome.
She's little. She's cute.
She's already getting trained. It's fine. Travis, get a dog. Stop being so lame. Go get your Vindicate. We're rocking all the Vindicate.
We are.
And all of I'm hoping to talk to the boys during Rogue. So I'm hoping I'll get with Jake and Jan for during Rogue. That'll be funny to see how their tent situation is going.
Oh my gosh, that's gonna be hilarious. And Vindicate, thank you for those shirts. Little G loves them.
Fire.
The green one with the skull on it is like his favorite, the same color of Garrett's shirt. Wears them to school every day. He wears that all the time. That is his favorite shirt that he wears. So thank you for all those that you gave to him from Crash. So
it's been super awesome, and we're definitely gonna follow this chick with the gay workouts because that's fucking epic. Like, that's amazing.
And also too, she still wants to have a watch party. For the election. So if you guys want to,
if you guys want links, DM me. I'll definitely send you a link during the watch party. I'm gonna have it up. I'm watching Fox though. So, but yeah, let's do it. We'll do it for a little while and see what's going on. It'll be fun.
She's ready. So if you want
I can't wait.
hang out with
I'm
her,
fired up.
and I'll bring the popcorn. I'll hang out and bring the popcorn.
For sure. Oh,
and
and for Chase, when Chase came on, he said to me afterwards, he was like, for sure, I thought you were going to ask me who I was voting for. And I was like, ready for it. It's like, dude, I would never throw you on the spot like that. But then he just put up his picture for Halloween outside. So I guess we know.
Teresa Savon is also doing a watch party.
Yeah, he's doing it too.
We
those are the big names. If
go
those
see
are the big
dogs.
names.
But if you want to come hang out with us, like, We're gonna do something small, have fun, hang out.
Yeah.
You know, jump on for a little bit and just kick it and hang out with you guys. So
Yeah, we're gonna jump out. We'll either be sweating or not sweating, and have some fun watching it.
I told you I'm just gonna bring the popcorn.
But definitely go
and
watch Seven. I think he's having like Taylor and Rich.
I think Rich and Josh Bridges and whatever. I think he's gonna have
all
big
the
boys
heavy
on.
hitters are going
Yeah.
on there. So
I think Taylor said he might come hang out with us for a little while, and you know.
Yeah.
But
I'll double team.
we appreciate you, girl.
Girl, I'll
Yeah.
double team. It's been a night tonight.
It has been. It definitely has
but
been.
Yeah,
But yeah, so we're gonna do that.
super
so.
fun.
Yep.
Kippen, Trump, LOL. I don't know what you are. You Trump? Are you? What are you saying? Did you early vote? What's happening? But yeah, so come hang out if you want. If not, definitely go watch Sevy. That'll be fun.
God,
Vindicate.
you're so funny.
That's why I have 3 monitors, all the podcasts. You're the best, dude. Thank you for everything.
Wait, so then so if you have 3 monitors, they can't all be on, like the volume can't be on. So what is it, like 10 minutes with one, then you switch over to the next one, then you switch to the next one? Like, how do you break up the volume?
I was
I
about
gotta
to
know.
say, all we need is a solid 15 minutes. We're
gotta know.
Solid 15. That's
yeah,
it.
I gotta
We're
know
good.
now, like how you manage actually like all the volume, because that's a lot, especially when Sevon, whoever he has on, gets like if Taylor's on with him.
Main volume.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, there you go. All right, cool. Yeah, put us on the low volume. We'll be fine. We're fine. We don't.
Bernie.
We don't scream. Bridges, Froning, Souza. Yes.
Small
Because
potatoes.
Kenneth left.
That's right.
Fire.
Oh, that's funny.
All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out. It was a little warming back up that Sevon podcast. 3 hours, dude. He had how do you not?
Yeah.
You can't stop talking to him. Like he just. I don't know. It's like impossible to do.
Mhm.
But that was so amazing.
We
That was
needed
so
a break
much fun.
after that. It was so
needed-
good.
Yeah,
It was very cool
It
to
was
have
awesome.
him on, and appreciate you guys being here and hanging
Yeah.
out with us. And
it was very cool. Thank you for the support.
yeah, no, he's great. But then I just was like, I needed a break. But wait, was it?
Well, his
Now that I'm thinking
one
about it-
podcast was basically the equivalent to if we did like 7 podcasts
Yep.
this entire week. It
Yep.
was basically equivalent.
So I
was
haven't
like,
checked.
oh,
I haven't checked the numbers to see
No, it's like
what it is now.
we would
but-
have had to have done like 7 or 8 podcasts this week to match just his one podcast that he came on and did. So
Mhm.
it's amazing. Slater, what's up, dude?
Yeah, I
Taylor, Teresa. Oh my God. Did you hear? Was Taylor on Sevon's yesterday where he was talking about Rad and DBE and like all, did you hear his, was it
almost 1,000. Sevon's at almost 1,000, 981.
Yeah, I technically don't have to do another podcast for another 2 weeks because he just fucking like
Yep.
But did you hear Taylor when he was talking about Red and DBE on Sevon's podcast and he used his customer service voice?
Oh my God.
That was the greatest fucking shit I've ever seen in my life. His customer service voice is so good.
What?
Dude, it's so good. It's so soothing.
Is it just because I'm your wife that you don't like my customer
I don't like
service?
yours because I
Yeah.
know how you sound in real life. I don't know how Taylor like I know
That was so funny. That was so
Oh,
funny. I was
so
like, did you
good.
hear his customer
Slater,
service
what's
voice?
up?
Like
Dude.
that was just,
it was amazing.
it was so fucking funny.
Oh God.
It was good.
Teresa, he has an issue with not being the host. LOL. He probably should. Well, he should host.
I think they all do though.
he
in
hosts
fairness,
Shut Up and Scribble, right?
Yeah, but I think in fairness, I don't know if any host knows how to just be
No.
a guest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
When my sound went out, Sevon took over the whole show, which I was absolutely thankful for. I'm
Yep.
so glad it was Sevon that
Yeah.
was on the show at the time.
Yep.
That was amazing. So I told him afterwards, I was like, dude, I hope I didn't make you work too much. But also, too, like, how do you cut someone off like that? I can't make him stop talking because what he says is so, like,
Valuable.
yeah, it's fucking valuable. You can't cut him off when
Yeah.
he's in his like
Yep.
zone.
Yep.
So that was fire. It was cool. Bernie Gannon, doesn't a customer service voice require an Indian accent? Racist.
Oh man.
No, you've never heard of yeah.
Oh my gosh.
No, but yeah, it was fire. It was a good time. Yeah, I still don't know the etiquette when you're actually your own host and then you go on another show, how that works. But yeah, it was fun. We had a good time. He was great.
But we needed a break. But
When
I
he
was
snorted, that I put the
Oh
thing
my
up, but
god,
when
that
he
was the best part of the whole
that made my whole life.
show.
If I never do another podcast
that
again,
was the best part
Yeah.
of the entire show.
him sniffing that shit was amazing. It was great.
I wonder if that was it that night that I showed you the picture of the dog. I think it was.
Probably.
When did he come on? Sunday?
Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was UFC
because
time.
we got her Wednesday. It might have been the night that I sent you the picture. The
Yeah.
original face picture that I got. When did I send it to you?
Hey, Paul Kane. What's up,
It
dude?
didn't show me. And we text too much, so I can't
Yeah,
go
I
back
know.
and see.
It's all good. But yeah, guys, if you want to, and John Woolley's coming on Sunday. I'm gonna try to figure out whether he's Trump or not. But yeah, we're gonna have
no, Sunday. I sent it to you. I sent her to you on Sunday. So there you
it was
go.
the day after.
The night after.
So I was
yeah.
riding a high
There
after
we go.
talking to Sevan. So that's why I agreed to a puppy. So if anybody asks, I agreed to a puppy because I talked to Sevan for 3 hours the day before.
Yep. Yep.
So he brought me to climax. There we go.
Wow. Wow.
But yeah, we're having John Woolley on this Sunday. He's gonna try to bring me to climax. And we're gonna talk about the election and all what might happen, his opinions. I'm super excited for that. I haven't really tried to bring him out of his shell, but I'm gonna try on Sunday. So we'll see what's up. Oh God, I'm losing stars. Hold on. What?
Yeah.
Kenneth said that'll cost me stars. Shit.
Yep.
Kenneth says it, then it cost me stars.
Yeah.
That's fine. But really, Sevan's kind of a lesbian too, right? Isn't he pretty big lesbian? Forget Trump. Find out if Woolley is mask or femme. Okay. He's always open to those conversations, so I'll definitely, for sure. So yeah, we're gonna do that on Sunday. We're gonna get a little pregame before the election on Tuesday. And thank you, Kenneth. Thank you. Just let me plead my case. Thank you. But yeah, so we're gonna do that. And then if any of you guys want to pop on for the watch party for a couple minutes to talk shit or whatever, just DM me your email and I'll definitely do that. We'll have a good time.
Yeah.
I don't want to go Tuesday. Can I still vote Monday? I don't think so, dude. I think early vote's over tomorrow. I think it's over. Well, I don't know what state you're in, but I don't want to go Tuesday. Yeah, that's why we did it last weekend. Yeah, good luck. Have fun with that. Love you, dude. Good luck. Go vote. Go do stuff. We'll see you on Tuesday, hopefully. If you're not going back and forth, but it should be cool. I should probably look it up. My bad. Yeah, no, you're good, bro. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. Thank you for hanging out with us. We're excited for the weekend. Happy to be back. Thank you for hanging out with us last weekend. And yeah, we should have some good stuff for you next week. So let's go.
All right, guys. See ya.
Deuces.
Bye.